I'm Matsuzaki, a psychiatrist. When we think of March in Japan, it's known as the season of farewells. It's a time when people graduate from school or move on to a new workplace. And with that, many kinds of goodbyes take place. At times like these, whether it's a graduation ceremony, a farewell gathering, or a send-off party, some kind of ritual often takes place. But are these rituals really necessary? If you think about it in a very dry or logical way, there doesn't seem to be much point in doing anything for a relationship that's already ending. In that case, it might make more sense to spend your time on your new school, your new job, and those new relationships instead. But wait, why do farewells so often involve rituals? Let's talk about that. It's often said that a farewell has two key elements. The first is putting an end to regularly being with a certain person. It means that the relationship itself undergoes a change. To emotionally process that shift, we need a clear turning point. Of course, if it was strictly a work relationship, the farewell may simply mean that it's over. But for some people, the relationship might continue on a personal level. It could mean a gradual shift from a professional connection to a more personal one. That's the turning point. The second element is a somewhat paradoxical one. Through saying goodbye, we become more aware of our connection. For example, you often hear stories about someone who lived with their parents, and only after moving out and living alone did they come to appreciate the importance of family. By bringing an end to the feeling of being together, we come to recognize our connection precisely because we're apart. In a way, we're reaffirming the continuity of that relationship. That turning point takes the form of farewell gatherings, graduation ceremonies, and parting rituals. A farewell is not just a formality, it's an act deeply rooted in our social lives. Through parting, we reaffirm our relationships and carry on with our lives. Now then, what kinds of farewells have you experienced so far? And what kinds of partings might lie ahead for you? Did you have any kind of ritual to mark those farewells? If you're going to take part in one in the future, it might be meaningful to carry those thoughts with you as you take part.
Well, that was the story.